carried to another place called Bremine. That is the last place of rest. So these are the differences. Security, very tough because the president and dignitaries are coming.
All right, and so when the body is being conveyed here, from here to Bantama, if I start, I'm right, who will be those escorting the body to Bantama?
Yeah, anybody can accompany them. But when you get to Bantama, there's a limit to where you can go. And especially entering you will not be permitted. Not even the royals are permitted to enter the Bema.
All right. Well, thank you so much, T, I got it right?
Yes.
T for talking to us about it. But then too, we spoke to a police, that is the PRO for Ghana Police Service, Mr. Ahiano, who was giving us some directive and giving out precautions to people who will be firing live ammunitions. If you are caught firing live ammunitions, you will be arrested. So that was some precautions going out to citizens who intend to fire live ammunition. So we are still on grounds. Today happens to be the final funeral rite of Asantehemaa Nana Ama KONADU III, which is the DOTE YIE. And as you can see, today is going to be one of the busiest days, I should say. You can already hear some of the firearms, going off, quite some number of times. We should tell you that definitely the place is, jamming up. And pretty soon we have some of our dignitaries working here. We have the likes of our very own president, John Dramani Mahama. And today is going to be a very busy day, live here on grounds at the forefront of Manhyia Palace here in Kumasi. And so to remind you, we are live on GH1 TV, also live on Ultimate 106.9 FM and Star FM, as well as Abusia 96.5 FM. So Ike, looking at the atmosphere.
Well, the atmosphere is very charged, even though it is not aggressive as it used to be, because of the church service that is going to take place here in Manhyia. So it's a bit, solemn. However, the firing of the musketry is still ongoing, and any moment from now, I understand some ministers of state will be arriving, and of course, the two former heads of states would also be coming. Then the vice president would also be here, the former vice president would also be here. So today is going to be full pack of activities. However, it won't be that aggressive because of the exercise that are going to happen today. And even general in Kumasi, today the atmosphere is very calm, very quiet. Commercial movement is not as we used to see. You go to the market, in some area you only see police personnel there. Those who sell on the streets, you don't see them there. So even in our communities, those food hawkers around, you're not even seeing them there. And there's a favorite and one more joint at Swami Post Office. I got there, nobody is there. It means that today everybody has to eat from home. If you are not going to the restaurants, you have to cook your own food and eat. Exactly.
Now, yesterday, talking about food yesterday, I went around, asking questions, and I got to know that lots of people, those who will not be cooking in their homes, actually packed foods from restaurants. And so in the evening, when I was going to look for food to eat, it was a bit difficult for me to get something because most of the foods were finished. I had a lot of people packed, more than 2 food so they can refrigerate it and eat it the next day, which is today. So definitely you need to cook if you didn't do that yesterday.
Yes, a friend called me that today is holiday, so you're going to pound fufu. Then I was like, really? Hello, are you going to prepare? So no, we'll go to fufu machine. Then I told them that, my friend, I'm sorry, fufu pounding machine people will not be working today. Because every shop needs to go down. And you know where they operate from? they operate in shops. So that is the directive. Every shop should close down to business. So those of you who think that today you are going to eat fufu and your source of the fufu is coming from the fufu pounding machine operators, I'm sorry to tell you that they will not be operating today.
Well, that's interesting. Now, also, I don't know if you noticed this, but conveying yourself from your place to Manhyia Palace, trying to use the commercial vehicles, it will be a bit difficult because I don't know if it's because of fear, but there are directives that, you know, commercial vehicles transport can work from now till 5 p.m. And so please come outside and, you know, pick up people who will be coming here at the Manhyia Palace because they are complaining that getting, you know, the means to get here is a bit difficult for them because it's difficult getting cars to convey them from their various homes and locations to Manhyia Palace. So that is something we are giving out to our transport operators. Please come out and convey them to this place.
You know, the transport operators, those who are working are also complaining that they are not getting passengers.
Yeah.
Because Adum alone, you know the population that in Adum, and because markets have been shut down, shops are not in operation. What it means is that the people are not coming. Those who want to come and have a feel of what is going on here are the people who want to come.
Yeah.
You get it? So a lot of people are not coming out, and there are others who are also in their homes watching television sets because now GH1 is providing live coverage from Manhyia Palace.
Yeah.
So if you are in your comfort home, you can have a feel of what is happening in here. So some have decided not to step out, just to stay home, relax and enjoy television. Of course, GH1 is providing extensive coverage, all angles covered. And so if you are even at home, you can have proper vision or view of what is going on in Manhyia, because here there are a lot of restrictions. However, for us, our cameras are all over, and so we are able to see what is going on. Let me also remind our viewers that very soon, Otumfuo will take his seat, and when he's seated, they will go and bring the body from the Queen Mother's Palace. From the Queen Mother's Palace to where the burial service will take place, the Anglican Church will be the officiating church that will lead the burial service. After that, the body will go back to the Queen Mother's Palace. Then later in the evening around 9 p.m., that is when the procession from Manhyia Palace through to Bantama will take place through to Bremai. So from Bantama to Bremai, that will be around 12 a.m. That is when they will step out. When I asked about for Kantakranchi, one of the linguists of Asantehemaa Utumfuo said to the second, he told me that yes, the movement will be in the form of Solomon. What it means is that they will walk from Manhyia Palace to Bantama, and even if they will go by vehicle, it will still be in a solemn pace. And so they are not going to rush in doing anything. Everything is going to be in a slow pace, as in line with tradition. As they move, several traditional performances will take place, and so everybody should still remain indoor, respect the Asante tradition and culture, in respect to the late Nana KONADU YIADOM the third. Of course, we are saying late, but they are telling her that she is not late until the burial is performed.
Over. Yeah. Okay. And just to let you know as well, if you want to come by and witness what is unfolding right here on grounds, if you want to come by and experience the Ashanti culture, as today marks the final day of the DOTE Yie, please don't feel intimidated, especially with a lot of you knowing that we have the presidential presence right here. Some of you think that you may be restricted, but as we spoke to Mr. Ahiano, he actually made mention that you will be given your freedom of movement when you come here, just that you'll be restricted when it comes to the inner perimeter, where we have the Asantehemaa to seated to take and welcome his associates and those who came to mourn with him. So please feel free to come around and witness culture. And you know what? You will learn a lot more right here on grounds.
Men not tedi fie ba dem le fe transinye.
Men not tedi fie ba dem le fie transinye.
Trewan in tofi moje.
Trewan in tofi moje.
Oda froda diet mo champo nu funye.
Oda froda diet mo champo nu funye.
O so ni kroyo smotitien.
O so ni kroyo smotitien.
Ja kwa jare na dia said.
live on grounds here at Manhyia Palace, and it's the final day of DOTE YIE for our Asantehemaa, Nana Ama KONADU III, and a lot is happening here. A lot of Asante cultural heritage, which is unique and beautiful. And today I have here with me Asantehemaa, who will be helping us understand whatever is unfolding here on grounds at the forefront of Manhyia Palace. So today I have here with me Nana Ama Akoma II, who is Amanfo Asantehemaa, and also the Asantehemaa for Asantehemaa. And I also have Nana Ama Echa, who is Otumfo Fonton from Hema. So we'll be having a discussion with them here. Nana Hema Mama Kwaba about GH1 TV. So Nana Hema Echa, Mr. Ebano Fonton fra. Yenim say Mahubi Wall. I say Aye Burumu. Na me say me bisa say Fonton from na yede ba ye no. As a try anything say ka Fonton from na.
Ya ka Fonton from one. Anopa mema mi rache. Gabi owo bia. If we say ya ni abre, ye ra ni bre a ya nso ni abre. Nti na ya ni abre pa. Se ya ka sa Fonton from one. Aya twene akase no a. Efo mi rache dom. Se mi ra etina paka mu a. Twene akase na di na chi. Wanta paka mu so no otutu na na mo fa enso twene na di na chi sa.
Nana Hema interest ye buwo. The entire so Otumfo Sorina Otutu Tata. Such in ye de bo edge in somebody did it. As a trebi wahana.
Aye. Shanana na bo mi rachi dom. And then I remember Bomwa. If so said twene ye Bomwa wow to say a more 2 years. Bo mi rachi dom.
And I don't know. Ebano the rhythm send you was super Fonton from Nico. Any yana a meaning attached to it. Ekasa. Extra hiana.
Aye, Cheneno Ekasapa, Yawana Dania Woodwalk, and so Ebia what ye Nasa. Ya watching and why Yawa near Danano, Yawa near Danano, Yawa near Danano. It's Cheneno and Yacheneba, boy, Yawana Woodwalk Mapma.
Mama Nana Hema ho Abraham who say Abriwetia ato near amanye any amamre dia katana chi me pacho as Nana Hema na ye hema tiase na ofremu onimo ekasa eye bibia no amamre ben ena ene ye behu bi e dia cry Abriwetia e chi cry
yo metia tiefo nyina eda obi bia ene wo hwe ye ya Asantehemaa yewura e ma ne yakọ e ma ne hyeden bebrebe ana wada roma ene na ye kra ya bre wa chi kra nti ene Asantehemaa ye ne abre yie ene ye be ya amamre ne amane ebi ne se ene no yewura ya wankasem obi ankwa adwuma nanso amamre wo ho ne se edwa bia ya Asantehemaa dia nti edwa bia wa Asantehemaa mu a ebe kumase de e wo se yetum a obia enkowura edwa no afenso de wo ho etoso mienu ne se obia ma no nsia e mo na bonten ye ya Asante amamre ye maame e ne da ho no Asantehemaa nyina yeti emma ni nyina yeti e ne da ho sesi enti no ye ya Asante amamre enti ye sre obi ase emma no nsia emmo no wa abonten na woni mra na ya hyehye no so na nipa bonefo aba a o mo betimi de ho awuram akodi bone e de ahye Asantehemaa abra na enfri Manhyia ha wada roma.
Okay, thank you so much. So we are here with our Queen Mothers, and you heard Otumfo Fonton from Hema telling us that we have the various, Fonton from drums, which every beat played on the drum has its meaning and its significance. And anytime Otumfo steps in the crowd, we have these big drums, which are truly drums, and then accompany him as he goes into the crowd. So I will get to ask Asantehemaa Fontonfro, Otumfo Fontonfro Hema, as she made mention that we have 7 different sounds the drums makes. We want to find out from her the different sounds and its meaning. So Asantehemaa, what the kind can say? Chineno, ebo ahodro nson, ebia esa, enenya yede emano, ene asa ene ko. Mr. Wadaroma, obetimi atre yen. Wo bobo ba ku amayen. Say yebo say ya, say na asitre ni city e de mayen.
Wo ani brede ene wo ani je so de. Na set say ye bone saa ahodo anson no a. Say the city ene de tetanka ogina ho. Efise mi kyerɛkyerɛ mu kura enti ase no emma papa.
Okay, Asantehemaa, Wadaroma, maybe Saudi, now watch the winchi kakra edi amami, Wadaroma.
But if I'm not dressed, or in a batch and payment and a bed with him, if I should my boss.
And then say, yeah, Maya, Kankane, and I'm a 4-year bay. Say, if I say, you buy him fee, never had near air coso. Now, see, any my fat year was a day and one. Day, and I was say a fat year and one said it's mere rahim fee.
No pay Mandaroma, tear for, but then she has some mamma. A woman who has such a rap, but took a course war, because in a near Toko and a near Brepa. I would some say I father better than Anketesia, or say a father buying fee. Sabe, Yamaman, that whole near Brit to bar, and you have not got trouser. I can't want no call as a show more ten. I did change out to 2 go, Yavasama. Oh, by you say we see you, so your best. I can taste ya. Did you see you see? We fuck about this letter, come out to ya hungu, wabo do kama. Walk on iron bow, wrong papa, what to so. Not to say, be on a console. Yama watch and Shasuma, the younger Kayano. Any more renovation at Intentino, and for being refio. Tinaka say be about 2 years and walk come what about Sumira near Asantehemaa.
Okay, and then a share ye dear to her, and it say a boy 50 non so air qua, and he say Obibiara, a PA free abonting, a sign a mania, I a bay or quine so, now ye de Ahokata Abrawetia, a cheek cra. Me patcho bet me as subium, Edia Maya tear for what's here.
Sadia, baby, a chinia wono. Baby, I'm rawono, a chinia ni wo. Ya can you nane say? Yera, brora. Was a free non sia air cono. A cromunya din. A biasi pain. Naima, a call a grano. A bisi. Yama, yadantem. And Tinadia, a young one. Your own who be done. On Shianene, say, or do Ponkas yet to enti Yaniabre, enti Nonsia, Obia, Quachadem. Na babia, to me one, a chinyeni walk, and ne, Ahumati, the fair Roma yeti. To me, who say, Santa Casa, Yera, Wakasa.
Okay, I may call Asantehemaa Honum our few for recruit. Asantehemaa, me patcho Wadaroma. Emano, I'm the youngsters, and I'm for our maba. And so, you know, let me actually get this across. We have our presidential in here, our president is in here to join us live here on ground. So, Asantehemaa, Senana Mibisano. Yenma who be the amount and I'm for one who near air cost to be that will be a bit surprised. A better one send near my air costo. And then so can be a tray and I'm for a fire mamre, your money, and then near costo hana, me patch out day now back at one.
Yo, Kakara met me, a catcher, Nama 4, and say. Asante ya mamre ni ya mane efe yie pa nti ye besre nkanka adehemrantie no ne and adehye ma ba wa na omo wa abusua mu no sa akonwa e wo fie a ben akonwa no sua bibi efiri akonwa no ben panyimfo hu sade amamre ne amane na sitie sa akonwa wo fie a ben akonwa no na sua bibi firim ene ya ye ba hai ye woni pa bebrebe ya se nya ye wura ene wo wa abadaye won fa bibi a wafa wo bia asa ne ba ye woni pa bebre wa ha o mo ba ha se yanka e wo o mo to mra ni se woni mama mre bia nti mesre ye namafo na aba no se obia ma na nimra fom akonwa no ebi wo fi a yire ebeduru wo so yenya yetete ye ni enim se ye bedi akonwa eda ye fie nso ni enim se beduru ye so ena duru ye so nti wo me yensua bibi na ye men akonwa no na sabi ye muade ye mra fom da bia na ahema na sma woka wokochia ne bia osebrebro wokochia ne bia osebrebro e ma ho so bra fom kunipa nti mesra na namafo na ayaba no ye mra fom na ye munipa na ye men ye nkonwa no na ye nsua bibi emfirim na wudru ba bia wo ho ankyerɛ
yeah, that's it. Nana Mecha, we wrap it up our Fontom from no hope. Me patcho Fontom from no, your body or two phone quenchi and Fontom from your body or two phone quenchi and
Dabi, I am for bebre wobi. Nanso, wow, Anitria Asantehemaa dear, and a deep.
okay.
And see, a channel so. Yasa obiat mi sebi nanso eyade hye na esa ni titiri na yemfa mpaboa so nhyɛnsa eyatwene a obesa this okwa won toma na waro won mpaboa ansa no abesa.
Thank you so much. So you heard us speaking with Asantehemaa Amecha, who is the Otumfo Fontom from Hema, and Asantehemaa, who accompanied her right here. And as she said, well, with a Fontom from, when it's being played, you need to be barefooted before you can dance to the tune. And it is only royals who are supposed to dance to the tune of the Fontom from. And any chief has its own Fontom from. So that's some new developments we got to know from Asantehemaa Amecha, who is a Otumfo Fontom from Hema. And thank you so much, Asantehemaa. You better must say, someone here didn't come on.
I don't know. Fontom from a Gino, Trinibiano. Why in a training?
Otumfo Fontom, Otumfo trene doso. Na so Fontom from there. Na chichini bia ni wo. Ene di kan.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for speaking with us. Well, we are still live here on GH1 TV. It's the fourth and final day of the DOTE YIE of our Asantehemaa Nana Ama KONADU the third. We are observing every funeral rites, and today will be the last funeral rites, and all cultural happenings will be observed live here on grounds. Like I said, we are live at the forefront of Manhyia Palace here in Kumasi.
hello, 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 hello. sɛ wowɔ aboadeɛ bi a fa kɔ Standard Chartered Bank canopies mmiɛnsa a yɛabɔ wɔ me nsa nifa so ha yi ɛhɔ ɛna bankfoɔ no wɔ ɛmfa nsoma wɔ biara wakɔ na kɔtwerɛ wotwerɛ afa receipt ne hyɛ wo bɔtɔm na bankfoɔ no de list ne bɛbrɛ yɛn na yɛde ato yɛwura Akyeame anim na ɔmo nso ama yɛwura te Otumfoɔ Akyeame da mo ase Nana Ambassador Ifa Apente Nana Bompata Manhyia Chairman Planning Committee Asantehemaa DޮTE YIE ɔno na ɛyɛ chairman ɛwɔ committee no na mɔdɔr mebru ɔno ne dɔm aduru ha enti na nananom hyɛ ne nso saa berɛ yi Nana Mmemmahene Nana ayomu so nyene eneni konya sofo
Zongo. All the tribes in this country are more representatives in Asante Kingdom. One people, Asantes, ye discriminating, ye nipa bako, ye kenipa bomba.
Nana, when you na Asantehemaa, it's not day and still nipa da so kaseti Asante say yempe nipa.
O se o yonkwa o taiwo. Nia e koswe, unhu bi wo ba bia wo Ghana ha o. Nia koswe no. Asante ekro eni brekum e wo bunu mem. Brekum hini wu ya ye koye. Ye koji kro no bosu. Ti Asante ye dom abusuakuo bi a ba bi on bebe bia no ye dominate eye nyame e na ye yesa. Edi kan ye di tu mu se ye ya Asante for ye be kan ye kasa. Mo pa monstre ye R ene ye L ye be kan ye kasa. Ye be kan ye bra, ye be kan ye meli. And fire home. I just say, I run it there. Sana, ye. Until bra, it is saying, Yabaka, Patratia say,
Nana, that say, Sadia, watch your near mammy, 1 million sampa, Asante, Aya on mine, name Mumu, and ya, or man Ketua, and ya can was Nana, Mammy, Miss Abiamusa, and then that a chat to all.
Now, answer now, baby, our seminal. Once Asante Kwane or Maya, as I see so. Yet me are maintaining your culture over 5 centuries.
No crepa.
Bako penny a year film, unim bako kro. Bako and one say yes to Christo, ebe wuje yamqua. And can a yabre where we know. And a cabra for a muhu or more him tuntum. And he had chetty baby at the quaco jaya brewakai. And so another yes to more genti, and no dear year film. And now he said the year now say to do one modernizer in the na. Ushe se ya adie ba ye no one mana na ho anche quickly and o ye dey or announce ye and o ma bibia da na kwem
Nana nyame onsro pa se ye hu se ene omampani na nkasa etu nanamo aba fikesie mu hanomo ade afutuo na wode ma obi a watwa na obi afe na ofri fie eba
ne amesra ni se yemfa ni die ma ne ni die se no ye man panyi mahama ye dana sese ye to nsa frɛ no waba ono de ne papa ne Asantehene prekope enti ono no omma ha se hoho obi a oba se oba be ye na bre wa yie enti ye stre protocol observers no ye fa ne die ma omu nyina ne enye bibia pepepe ye mpese be ye che se ya bre wa yie ase na amanyo se mo meni na mu ese de de ni nyina ato nchen ye gya ya bre wakwai
nana we de manya we de mamimi sa enkofo enwinwi ena unya ka akra na wafo but mpanimfo ne ahemfo nananom se emo nonkunu na obi a wofie na ene ya hyem hai obi nya ka mfro obenantefo onuru fie kra na nondu no na agba apa ho
ye mo ayatene kra se pe no manante kwansiri dunan kwansiri dunan it's about ambition.
Okay.
Salt ya say ope say oya obeye.
Na so obe free hantem.
No.
Na watimi aduru ntem.
No.
O mpa mane a wunya mane.
No.
Akukwa da ntem a onya asem.
Onya mane.
Eno na me pese utu yefo de onya maaye no ene de owo ha no mo. Time esese odi free ha unim so ofie kwan wa. Na wasimuntem.
So na ade ba akokra an say na na him afi mu no. Minua ba akon. Oya asobra kire ye chi na obo midi na ye dey. Ye ja no. Wa hwe akede ni ko ja akwai.
Sa
so ati ase. Enti no Asantehemaa de ye nyina no ye hu ye hu say nipa ba akon. Enti wo mo a omo no ani sa Asante no yesra wo mo. Omo hwe abrewa wuyi. Na obia broni bese on promote baby a wo free ba so ati ase na ye nyai se ye de ye be hoahoa ye de so ati ase ye ne utọ ade krokra na ye be ka se ye de ne ye papa ye de
echen wo de no
it is up to you sound so be we ya wo de
enti omu awiase nyina hu se Asantehemaa ye bibia ye eda sronko da se brema mimi se we ye hu se na se tu ye hu se na se tu Asantehemaa nyina wura ne ade ato na niam na ka Asantehemaa nyina ye hu se na orwe bese nana asia ne se
Asante amamre mu no ye ka se ato abeseria ato enibre ade eto obi ani a na se wadru danger zone so on ya mesre no na ebia ne amamre enka ne no na moja na beka na no and so be say no ye kura spiritual powers.
Oh, okay.
Symbolic ema eno so sa
me da say odesheba enti afutu be ne twato ade be ma nipa nyina
ye momo dey say enhihye ya ye no obi a be dusu kama na ene ye nya abrewa kwan ye nana hima we enya de etasi enti me obi be say we tap to the grace of her age na ma ye nyini emoro no so enuru no nyame ma ye nwu wo ye nkwala abrem na mom no ye say owuo ene enkwa no dodo na ahye wonsa ye hwe ye wonsu ye na nyame hira so
ma ye that's bre me da say aha ye abusia 96.5 FM and ultimate 106.9 and wote yanka ishahai Jumade anam crying Facebook and afe and crying GH1 pages ni nyina enam so and crying trefo nyina mote dia ekoi sabre ma gifty atnase yeto aso Jumade no so afri Manhyia fikese na mo ma remfi se ene omampani no a ene napamfo enyina beba sabre me no ka se de asofo bishop ahodo enyina ba bedru a wufu somno eno amuna yegusu a yewe
yo go stand me that say na me gusu e kai o say modern age jewelry and bridal accessories and so asoya sene
modern age unim say enra say ofaka kwa na ji ho a rings adeda nkofo nsa nyina ye fake enye papa lady bia mishia no na bibi sha ne sim me hwe na nim di na nya papa eti me ka tra ne se onfa na ni nkyira ba ntama hemfie na nim ho pe modern age jewelries
ho any good papa perfect
mo
na me ka o say so be wedding we be engagement we be adoring because adoring no would go to be your ho no wa bakawa so e dia shawba na osewo no na wonim sa ka we nyina so be nya papa pa
I just saw modern age jewelry and bridal accessories. Omo abantima said I go san ekaya no. Na se ebane say abe ye my kusu ye dwadie enkosuin. Usika bi opeso de ko Fanhyia. Usika peso de ye adwuma no. So fi say what about to na obodi a mesro fako modern age fako to gold na omo nane enfanto ama open so a omo de be kawa e de ahyew se be ya ebreso na ohia usika okwa ombesan anane e de usika amma golden age modern age jewelry and bridal accessories our Bantsma high streets one Bantsma himfie e na ye hwe ne mu womo any kedu and aso ya sene e de dwumadie e bro the modern age number na koyo gold no why for kawa engagement kawa koyo no ho 0506 706 681 0506 706 681 number the bio 0506 706 681 0506 706 681 Nyame anim God's way Godson etuo no to sa na me ma hye na ma confused na me hu de me ka biom etuo no me na me ka cho ka kire me say me nta ma himfie nti na me turo tuo na me say se me ba ha de bia 20 years kura itutuo na me ya me hye me enti me nya obi a me ya addicted to tuo me mpetuo me mpe enti me ti bia me ya mo hye me na me body no a shaki enti se nya adwuma na se memra ka ha se dia mistro
kanya dia obeba
mistro papa Godson
na onim se enra ahemfie mpanimfo e dia ba bonten se obi a obetutu pap bia wo hanom no se obetutu a eye bullet ankasa na ewom no ye be che odadua etia ne omo abambambofuo bi na mu a omo ye se obi a entutu a etimi ku nipa na mom ebe ya atweratuo ya eya to paya o de hwasoro na pa nti enamiam animo ohene ba ko ba no ba ko tutuo soja ni bi akọ ne nche ko bisanse tuo no to ye no ma ne hwe bullet no
wo mu no munim etuo bi asan
o munim ne sound no
ani dia ya papa ani dia ya dia ku nipa
enti o de no ko hye eho no mo me ya sure se tuo no o mo Jeffrey ne nsam no mo wi a o mo de na de o mo de asan ama wo mo enti etu a ya to no ha no
I tuo powder.
Yeah, enkuni powder. Ene womo. Medase.
Eso medase. Atie foni aka so higher busu 96.5 FM. Any ultimate FM. 106.9. I bomodi ande tie de ekosu nyina na ahaya mamre fie ye hia mamre se oti dondo bi wa kira we su ye esrem baabi mantam hene also ne krofo a aba ene dondo no shiguo na Godson me say also Asantefo ye do ni papa
sanetie
ye do pia se wo hwe na na ye yese a just edipa hodro na chirafo nyina wo kroma also no me ka cho say Igbo king ya na one ankran ahemfo no enya problem no eno aba Asantehemaa ba chi Asantehemaa one ne dom
said ye o kan sana ohene ne ode hwaba no o kan sesi ye no obese ye Asantehemaa agedom ya twini pa bata ye ho esansa Asantehemaa do ni panti no traba peoples bebre wo kromu hanom a wa ma obi a tenabra wo kromu ha nti Asantehemaa dia wagi ahoho na oma Asantefo anase nipa bia nso ba bitena ye hwe nipa atwa Asante ahemfie hu ahia omanya Asantefo omanyina dodo na ye pepefo nanso oprinso amakwan ama omanyina tia kire se oedo bia
on say Asantefo ye wa mamra bi say ye didi pa na chichiri kuro eti ye nsanipam ba okwa da tribe na ya na bi samu kakra me matena kuro mienu miensa bi so na me hu sa Asantefo ye dodi papa ehe na obekwa obetisi achichira Asante kuro wo ho esu kuro mu ha ye omosi zongo ye wa abo asawaba ye wo zongo bebre ewa nwunaga ɛwɔ Fanti New Town. Yɛsan wɔ Anguna Fanti New Town.
Anguna Fanti New Town. Ɛno ne Anguna ne Fantifo na aka bom. Ya papa Jataba Christ Fire Intercession Ministry Sofopani ɛwɔ fia no mo a. Ɛnɛ yɛwɔ nsɛm bebree bisa no ɔno nso yɛwɔ na ahemfie a onim ahemfie ha no nsɛm bebree. Eti ɛnɛ papa wɔ ha yi deɛ na yɛbɛma na akɔ aba na ɔno abɔ ne din asɔre ɔda no no na afei nsɛm bisa bi a wɔwɔ bia no yɛbisa papa sɔfoɔ.
Me din de Reverend Prince Obi Mensa Jataba. Me wɔ Christ Fire Intercession Ministry asafo amedano no me ne kɔ faba. Obusa sanete.
Okay, na just sanete ya papa Jataba ani yatenga papa. Wo de afia na yawo efia na yetete wo wonim ahemfia nsɛm bebree. Na sesia na ma gift ebisa anguna fante that means as a trouble mienu bi ena yakɔ mo abom o kan sense na osi ho no senete
Nyankopɔn hira onti nanim kyerɛw etiefo ne ahwefo nyina yaka sɛ angunaga on sɛ ohwe asante a wakoje yɛfɛ no koje aman
okoje aman
ye asante yɛfɛ no koje aman
ɔkona wagye wo de
na bɛka ne deɛ ho ɛna wagye wo deɛ bɛka ne deɛ ho a enipa no wɔnku wɔn sɛ wɔn wohwɛ Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse number 1 going on wɔsɛ Awurade Nyankopɔn de kɔ asase konkona kɔfa ne so a wɔbɛpam amanaman pii afiri anim aman so a wɔn ho yɛ den kyɛn wɔ wɔsi wɔde wɔn hyɛ sɛ ku wɔn sɛ wɔn pasapasa ɛne ne nyini ayerewadeɛ ɛmfa wo baba ama ne ba anyɛ sɛ ɔbɛyi n'ani afiri m'akyi akɔdi nyame firi akyi na yɛhwɛ a ɔhene so abere a ɔkɔɔyɛ no a ɔkɔkoeɛ no yɛhwɛ a wɔde nipa bae wɔde mmoa bae wɔde saa nneɔma a Awurade Nyankopɔn ka ho asɛm nyinaa yɛ dɛ ɛbae sɛ wohwɛ asante abɛkɔsɛm a ɛne yɛ amammerɛ a ɛyɛ ne Israelfoɔ no akɔyɛ pɛ asoɔden a Saul yɛɛyɛ no mɛka sɛ ɛno bi tie mu ɛfiri sɛ yɛne wɔ bi ko a yɛnkono ne yɛnsɛ no no yɛde ne yɛ ho adeɛ yɛde ne bɛka yɛ ho ne yɛfa ne kuro no a wɔte soɔ no ɛno nti na wokɔ awurawura gye ase kan ɛwɔ nyinaa wɔn so akyerɛ asante etutu ani a wɔn nyinaa wɔ ha wurawurafoɔ gye ase kan wɔn nyinaa wɔ ha
eti nokura pa na asɔfo ka no matena pɛki da na pɛki voter region pɛki ɛhɔ sɛ ɔhɔ hene no that time a na me wɔ hɔ no na ɔhene ne do sɛ tutu nti wɔn nyinaa wɔn to asante din ɛwɔ hɔ
ɛhɔ wɔn to asante ɛnyɛ unim ɛna meka sɛ asante yɛ asante yɛn yase yɛsu ne yɛ ban ne yɛ biribia yɛ Israel wokɔ Israel a yɛto Mensa yɛto Apia yɛto Afia yɛto Israel Afia no koraa da mema quotation wobɛtim akan 1 Samuel chapter 9 verse 1 going wɔse ɔbarima bi tena ase ne yɛfrɛ no Benjamin wɔse Benjamin a ne di kan Bible no ma me bia na ka ma me wo bia no kan a wobɛhu sɛ deɛ yɛkɔ nyinaa yɛ pɛ yɛwɔ kusi no so wɔ Zephaniah chapter 1 verse number 1 coming down yɛsu ne yɛbɛn nyinaa bɛyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ asante
ɛyɛ mpa fi sɛ yɛse Israel prɛkɛsɛ kora wɔ hɔ
the whole wiase ewiase nyinaa Ghana 1 Samuel chapter 9 the whole wiase nyinaa no Ghana ne Israel na prɛkɛsɛ wɔ yɛwi a mɛka no Bible ma kyerɛ o ama wɔn sɛ asante bi a yɛyɛ bia no ɛyɛ pɛpɛpɛ wokɔ Israel ɛyɛ yɛyɛ ɔn sɛ meba yɛwɔ nanafo a mo yɛ sɛ ye nana wo ye muano Israelfoɔ yɛwɔ bibi si sɛ ayusiado Israelfoɔ yɛ ayusiado ne wɔn a mutwa ntwoma no na woka Bible no kora na ɔse na Mordecai ɛde ayituma efrai ekɔgyina kuro ne finfin abra na ani braba enti sɛ ani braba yɛ ani bra te sɛ Israel enti asante yɛnka yɛmfa yɛn ho ni If he say, Bibia ye biano, Yase, every Israel, ye Bibia ye biansu yan sanchene, Emma Santemai, Ampa, baby a freno, Israel, as in a free. But who better my Bible?
First Samuel
chapter 9, verse 1. What's it say?
Na Benjamin ni bi wo ha.
Tie, was it Benjamin ni bi wo ha? Ni did the kiss.
Oye Benjamin asini.
Oye Benjamin asini.
Afiaba.
Oye dan afia. Tie, ahana asem na edewo. Ye nana o say to what kokoso opem so, what brawe akonwa so no. Ne maame de say. Afia kobi enti wo bekan ya, kobi ni kura ye de bai. Esa hye ho. Eti na afia kobi ni din ye Israel din. What I say? Ni dini ya Israel din. Ena mama chapter. Ana meboa. Mama kuteshia. Ukaya ubeye debe. Ube. Yes. Yay. Abusia 96.5. What the anya na the asem. Yay yafa kukudam. Any nimfo. Any ifo na. Yade abegu ho. Eti ye nima yanka. The woman yaka. Mami kansa mchilo. Ube kansa Fania chapter 1. Niya rasa antidia wa Israel. Israel photo. Yebenya dini bisu jina wa himfie. Kama mintie.
Titi wobika.
Titi wobi chere. Mami kansa mchilo. Na ohini kambiribi. Na okan ojabi wo. Ukra na abusae. Mami kansa mchilo. He uko ebunu memu oho. Safania chapter 1 verse number 1 going. Wabi ewe. Wabi akamane kaine atwaso.
Ose Safania 1 verse 1.
Yeah.
Ose Awurade asema eba Safania.
Awurade asema eba Safania. Oye kusiba. Enti we me na metwere gu mu ana.
Oye kusi.
Eya me na metwere gu mu. Ana Mese quotation no. Eya Safania chapter 1 verse number 1 going. Wow, mani kabiem. Kabia na emsama for pete
1 verse 1.
Safania chapter 1 verse 1. Awurade asemwa.
Safania.
Eba Safania. Oye kusiba. What I say? Na kusi na info network.
Ghana Asantehemaa.
Enti
na se me kura kusi to abidin so.
Enti wo ye Israel din na dia ma wo no. What I say? Israel din na dia ma wo no. Enti ye bibia ye bia no. Asante. Eye Asante.
Yeah. As for Dr. Bawumia MPP Frank Bella or say BT.
Dr. Bawumia
MPP former Frank Bella as I say yes I didn't basis so Bawumia ba na if you have BT hey Mestra and then last day penny bashad or he fear na nya sam ketua. Hey, Messi, where the Bassimwa, and no more by ministers, no, MPPs, and the foreign, Baha, and therefore, who fear ya hope where be show the sword, dear, Bassi can see moi, and no more deba. And therefore, let's say, Bashad, dear, Bassio, Bass.
Bawumia
Dr. Bawumia
na abano. What the boss ten. One in the dom. Bawumia your friend say Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia, any ministers for MP for Wamunyana, the si for mano. Yatu yania, yarese, Dr. Bawumia na tika ni mo den. One in the dom, Dr. Bawumia in the dom, one in MPs, one in the ministers. Wamunyana Basante. One more back or chair and I was said to. What take a consul? What permission Kravia Benya Konyaso? A yanana or said to. And then I need that quabri quajamo. Nania brisa quabredom. Aye.
They say, Mumma when you saw there. Aye. Ministers, no. Ababu will fear to me, can never be shabby. Nana the assassin so a biti. I tell Nanina, and then last day, Brabasha when you saw there. Now what to me I can be. I change him, man, no. Aye. So Basha Basia. Ministers, no, and the MPP for no, and the Abesti ha, and Yasam Ketsua, Momesha Manisua, dear.
Sabra mino kasaide. Ya papa Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia aba be piemo ewo Manhyia fikesie mo. Na oba no nyo no nko na baye. One na pamfo ena eba na asem ne Dr. Bawumia ba no nya V8 ne mom eye bas kesie baako ena ode na pamfo ni nyina gum ena ya be piemo ewo Manhyia fikesie mo na ahokyere wa aye pa eti abambafo ehwe kwan bafa so abase no ebenya baabi agina na mpanimfo ayewo mu no asifom aha ayabusia 96.5 ultimate 106.9 ena ogusua oye na mene wo kasai abranye anso anya bedru efia hanomo eti sade enyina yenim no aha fe na mpanimfo no esisi fomo kwambafo abranye sampan so aba bedru aha senchire enso awa kwabna senchire aba bedru hanomo former asakwari mampon MC ono nso asi former free bus no mo sade ya ka kire wo no eye sa pepepe ensentropho wa ha do so ye pa ya obi ya hase Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia akane vice president the flag bearer akane flag bearer of MPP Dr. Bawumia aha kwambafo boys and so kwambafo abronye ananse yai BBC ya okoye no eze onu so asifo mu akwadi di atemu okodem no onu so aba beduru efie ha na enya asem ketwa ojene samba yie pa aya abusia 96.5 ultimate 106.9 Swami Mugabe nso asifom oh adehye ne akronkronfo ewo fie pa Honorable Atachia enso asifom afribas no mo Honorable Atachia enso asifom den Nana Oseche Bons Oche Mensa Bonsu Swami Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia ne Safiria enso asifom onso asifom sanketwa Bawumia no anso ka ho Bawumia se se dia wano so tibasim abrewa yi private car mo what tibasim no obaye na nemia Dr. Bawumia ne space no ano aden one na yere ena na pamfo nyina ena beduro na jese sa na tie nti se de ye hunu no enche bat no besan na chi akọ na yatoa yedwumadie so ewo ehanomo aha ye bitibiti ye pa yeho a ye twen Ghana mampani no a se ebra so a onso abeba bepie mo ewo ha ahemfo ene adehia pepeman koma ena abepie mo ewo efie hanomo politicians flag bearers ena fei abaimu mpanimfo ministers dodo na babepie mo ewo hanomo a ode wani abekire mo ha ehanomo ani kan ye me kama ya se enne nipa ewo ha edo so chen enra enne obi bia a owo tokro bia mu kra bia ye babehwe de etwa to okra ewo ehanomo eti sade tie no sa ena etie omo hwe ko ombefa so abase no besan apie evise nipa ewo fie anomo no edo so ye pa abase ni gina ha enko ha me ye sure se kwamba fo abronye nti ena base yura anomo na anu yi okokasa tia IGP ena yeso ni mu eti oba fie nyina sanction dan so eti dodo na atwa no waba beduru ono nso abechia ote okoso ene asanteman ode do bebodom na wabechia asanteman na bibia aye kama aha aye ultimate 106.9 SB ewofia no ndie sanetie eti ma wa hanomo owie ya na yede doc sofo enso etwa ne dia no so etia fo ye dam ase chinubu akodua we no mu twa dia obere ma chinubu akodua ayiniti kumawu ma hene
Nancy, nobody needs so. Kumba Uma. Kuma Uma Hene, Kua Uma Hene. Nana Chenebua Kodia. Wa unity wa ha. Wa nonso waba. Enya sam ketua. Wa nene dom. Wa nene dom. Wa nene dom.
Therefore, na me say. Adwumadie ye wadwuma ko aso yasene amadwumadie ye time different from mem edibre wo eye KONADU gas and oven KONADU gas and oven so wo school anu aduane wo school mu so we chop bar say ye fie aduane say ye food joints medofo so pe stove e papa pa all the gas cylinder no attach na wo so na ngusie ma eye KONADU mesro Kohona kope bitutom na to bi echa odofo ena KONADU aye mako wevunyina koho awasua me police station e chibola kese ne nchen hwa di KONADU number na frɛ na koto stove oven de de to pano de to pastries meat pie na asefo nyina no ukwa KONADU a ubenya bi ya wa kase 6 burner 4 burner 2 burner do de opebia ukwa ubenya bi Jinambe, Nefre KONADU Najin Chechremuye 0243 365 873 0243 365 873. Now may come for modern age jewelry and bridal accessories at the amount. Modern age jewelry and bridal accessories at the amount. Only KONADU na kambomwa o masoya sene sabra yetimi Ede enframe mukasa ebrewo modern age ewa Bantama high street na oben Bantama ahemfie se eba ne se gold papa enya gold shawa na yetum ye wo gold bi ho de se wo sekura na enya papa ema wo sepro na golden age modern age gold tie eye gold papa ebi na media simisin ebro 20 years and he and yashe and Sam senso 80 commodity age na kwaya wedding rings engagement rings kawa person the show by abedin to asenom afi o person kwa job asenso a sa kawa ya modi age be kama any the other two kom nyina na aya kama modi age say the bidi kan no mo ba ntema high street omo ba GNTC Jomo number no 0506 706 681 0506 706 681. Modern age jewelry and bridal accessories. So why if I tell you, Utia Obeye, well, who says Sienina? Would you run? Why for an event in a woman for home? No, quiet, Nanya Nikasam, and show and Yamaso. Now because I can say you make way and I'll buy a mere to me and some winning every war. Mede Mago San and a sofo Jataba, now I want to among Comodiano soon.
Aha, na Sadia na ma ekano, when ya kona kopeke ya dunia manu bi abebo. Sofo yasia babiem, abaimon penim for no ba no moba, na yakan Sefania 1 verse 1. Ose awrade asem eba Sefania oye kusiba. Aha. Kusiba. Na just yasia nya kusi nso ewo Asantehemaa ewo Israel kusi. Yanya fia yanya kusi.
Burial rite is ongoing. Nananom from various traditional area have started arriving in the Manhyia Palace to observe the burial service, which is non-denominational. And as you can see from the background, hundreds of residents in Kumasi, Asante are all here in their numbers to observe the burial service of the Asante Queen. few minutes ago, former Vice President and 2024 defeated flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Maumia, and the wife arrived here in Manhyia Palace to mourn with Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. Today, former President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo is expected to mourn with Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. Former President John Ajekum Kufuor has already taken his seat. Former National Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Paul Afoko, is also here. A lot is going to happen today here in Manhyia Palace. Security personnel here are having tough time in controlling the crowd here. It hasn't been easy for them for the past 2 hours. Manhyia at the moment is full to capacity, but whilst hundreds of them are here mourning, others are also having fun at Manhyia prisons. Just opposite the Manhyia prison, that is where free food, free drink are being distributed to the people. If you are hungry, just go to where the Manhyia prisons is. Go there and you will get food to eat. All sorts of Asante food are being served there free of charge. You can get eto, aprapransa, ampesie, awamo, fufu, and all sorts of alcoholic beverages are there. And that is what is going on here in Manhyia Palace. Today being the final day for the burial rite. Any moment from now, the Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei Tutu II will arrive in Paranquin from the main Manhyia Palace. Then the procession will lead him straight to where the funeral is taking place. Currently, we are coming to you live from Jabrim, the right opposite Manhyia Palace. This funeral is not just a funeral, but also an event. It could also be described as tourist event because a lot of diplomats are here. Tourists are also here to have a feel of the Asante culture that they have read about, watched documentaries about, and it is time for them to have the real feel of how the Asante people conduct their traditional funeral activities. And as you know already, today ban has been placed on all commercial activities in Kumasi, with the exception of pharmaceutical shops, restaurants, commercial transport operators, these are the only people exempted from today's ban on commercial activities. And as you can hear from the background, musketry firing are ongoing. All the chiefs that are coming are firing musketry, beating up phantom from Kente drums, Adwa, among others. Any moment from now, we'll start to speak to some of the traditional leaders who are here, and we'll find out from them what their traditional responsibilities in Manhyia Palace are. And so far as this funeral is concerned, what they will be doing. Now here is the arrival of Samanka. Samanka. Whenever you see Samanka, it means Otumfuo is coming. Samanka, then it means that Otumfuo is coming. He is arriving to the funeral grounds from the main Manhyia Palace. And that is what we are seeing right now. So you can see the Asante flag. Once the Asante flag is out, it means that the king is stepping out. So that is what you're seeing. The Asante flag is out. And that is the arrival of the Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. Dignitaries have also started arriving. It hasn't been easy here today. That is the arrival of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama. And you can see the motorcade has already arrived here. We'll be entering into the funeral ground. So interesting. So Manhyia has been very busy. Manhyia has been very busy today. Very, very, very busy this morning. Because the dignitaries that are arriving today are people who control crowd. And so the security personnel here are having a talk time here in managing the crowd. All the traditional leaders who matter in the Asante region have come here today. Let me repeat the delegation that are expected to grace the burial service today. President John Dramani Mahama, former President John Ajekum Kufuor, former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, former Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, these are the people, dignitaries, expected to grace the occasion today. And as I have already said, Samanka is out. So that possession has taken off from Manhyia Palace, heading to the main funeral grounds. So Otumfuo is stepping out. He's riding in palanquin. And the executioners, also known as the Abrafo, are up in their numbers. Now the king is stepping out from the main palace. He is going out for them to go and perform needed traditions. And that is what we are witnessing right now here, direct opposite Manhyia main palace. The Asantehemaa flags are out. The flags comes with 3 colors, yellow, black, and green. The yellow represents the rich Asante gold. The green represents the Asante forest. And the black represents the Asante black people. And so the procession has taken off. Yesterday we spoke to Otumfuo Nkramu. We spoke to the Otumfuo Nkramu, who told us that anytime the king is stepping out, they have to come out and perform prayers. And that prayers that they offer to God is to take control of every demonic spirits that may want to attack the king. And so that is the role that they play in the palace. That is their role in the kingdom. They work hand in hand with Otumfuo Nsumankwahene, who is a spiritual leader of the Asante kingdom. Bafuo Asare Kujawa, the spiritual leader of the Asante kingdom, whom all the fetish priests and priestess own their allegiance to as their leader. So the procession is already out, leading the Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei Tutu the second to Apajafie, where the king will ride in palanquin and attend the funeral. It's not easy at the moment. The Insafo